inside, and nobody knows it but me. Like a clown, I put on a show. The pain is real, even if nobody knows.
Hey guys, back for another review. It's MechaHero366. I am back for number 7 of Smallville. Sorry, episode 7 of season 10. Because I've done episode 6 was the recent last one I put up, I'll do number 7 now, because I just thinking about it, I want to finish it and get up to date so I'm on track for it. And it may be tomorrow that I do it. Now, bearing in mind, this episode starts with a man in a car, and the man is obviously a part of a gang. I can't remember the name of the gang. I do know that the gang's name was something. It was like a skull and crossbone type thing. It was weird. But he's a cop. He was in episode 3. He's basically one of the main cast member characters, bad guys in this series or season or whatever you want to call it. But as time goes on and time goes by, I can't really pin down the pointer of why someone would Anyway, this episode all starts with that guy in the car and then it has Lois Lane and Clark Kent are woken up, and Lois is in love to the high heavens with this superhero that she knows now is a superhero because in the last part she found out about it, kissed him and told him that he had powers. Anyway, this whole episode starts with that guy in the car, and then Lois and Clark in the house talking, and then Lois's mom, dad, and sister turn up. Her dad, General Lane, and her sister, Lucy Lane, both come to visit. The dad doesn't like Clark, doesn't like superheroes, and all that badness that goes on. The sister fancies Clark and tries to steal Clark's boyfriend to try and make out that it's Clark's fault they both met. But Lois believes Clark and everything goes so well. Clark basically tries to be really nice but gets interrogated, gets blackmailed and threatened by the dad. And then he also has the problem with the gang, which is called I can't remember the name of the gang. But Oliver finds the symbol on his back, and they take it out of him, and then they look at Clark and find the symbol on his back, notice that he's got one as well. And then Oliver remembers the guy from episode 2. Anyway, the whole episode goes according to plan where the bad guy tries to blow up the city and the base and kill General Lane. But Clark intercepts, does the whole thing where he knocks the van down, attacks, and they both walk in and see him and try and save him, talk to him. He says something, Clark leaves him to live and says, "Leave us alone." They both go off, Oliver, Green Arrow, just in his Green Arrow costume, and Clark in his new Blur costume, go off after chatting to Tess. They met the guy. He goes home to find out that Lucy Lane, that Lois is leaving him. Lois has left him, goes to live up at the top of the cafe, which Nana owned back in later seasons, but she now, Chloe kind of got it given to her by it, and then Lois got it. Lois lived there with it. Anyway, the whole episode, then they're in there and the place blows up. But Clark manages to go in, Blur manages to run in, grab them, pull them out, and leave. Okay? After a heart-to-heart, Lois becomes closer to her sister and friendly. They all have dinner together, and the episode ends on a high note with Clark, Lois, General Lane, and Lucy Lane, all four of them eating dinner, and then the bad guy, whoever his name is, the gun dude from the team that I can't remember the real name of now. I haven't got it offhand. They both meet or talk. He talks over like a tannoy thing and says, "Do it." So the bad guy who works for him, the guy who works for him, works out, blows up a place. I don't know what place it is, but he blows it up. And then this blurred pin, this white pin with the Superman symbol with like a pin like that big with the Superman symbol on it, red white pin with the red Superman sticker on it, and then a line through it with a circle and a line through it comes flying towards the screen, and that's how the episode ends. And it gives you a preview to the next episode, which is episode 8 of Smallville, which looks to be a great episode. Not looks to be, it was a great episode. If I'm not mistaken, that's just if I'm not mistaken. This episode is all about, well, number 8 was all about Aquaman, if I can remember correctly, all about Aquaman, and then anyway, I'll get to that in the next part, in the next video. But for now, each character was well developed in this episode. This episode was kind of mediocre, lacking, I guess. So tell me what you think of the episode, or tell me what you thought of the episode. If you've seen it, if you watched the episode on E4, the channel E4 on Sky, go if you watched it when it was live on E4, go down in the comments and write about it. If you've seen it on E4 on demand, write down there. If you haven't seen it yet, then go on E4, type in E4 on demand, or type in E4 OD, E4 OD, and then it'll come up with on demand, and it'll come up with the episode on there. If you type in Smallville on the E4 on demand website, type in Smallville Smallville season 10 episode 7, and it'll come up with this episode if you haven't already seen it. If you have, well done, good for you. Write in the comments below what you thought of the episode and what you think of the season so far. That's what I'd like to hear, what your thoughts are on the season. So I'll catch you later. Have a great one, and definitely I'll see you around. Take care, YouTube.